Good morning from sunshiny Vancouver, let's try that again.
Take ramp on right to Highway 7.
Good morning from the sunshiny west coast of Canada. The greater Vancouver area. People from the local area here would be quick to correct me that I'm actually in Port Coquitlam and not Vancouver. It's all Vancouver to me, I'm sorry. I'm in a good mood.
Ramp to 1, then turn right.
But Mandy's testing that good mood.
Turn right on ramp to 1.
What do you think I'm doing here?
Turn right on ramp to 1.
There we go. It's falling down back there. Okay, here we go, here we go. I'm in a good mood today because we are headed home for a reset. I'm picking up a load in Kelowna, like I figured, going to Memphis, Tennessee. However, I can't make it down there on my hours, so I'm going to take it back to the yard in Manitoba, because I have enough hours to get there, but not to Memphis. Just crossing over the scale at Hope, BC again. This is where I got pulled in for a logbook inspection last time I went through here. I come prepared this time with e-logs. And I got the sticker on the side of my truck, so there you go, take a look at that. There's nobody even in there. Okay. That's what I don't get. Why do you have the scale open if you're not even gonna watch the trucks that are driving over it, right? Whatever. I'm out of here. Those two guys are getting inspected there. That's one thing I really dislike about BC and Ontario. They really harass the drivers a lot more than any other provinces of the country. Like, they'll pull you in for an inspection for no reason, with no cause, just because, you know, I felt like doing an inspection today, you know. Most other provinces will only pull you in if they can see a defect or if they suspect something or if they have reason to believe something is not in order, right? BC and Ontario, they'll pull you in just for fun, just to bug you. And they will go over your truck with a fine-tooth comb. If you got one nut that's loose, they will find it and you will get a ticket. It's just, it bothers me when, I guess we call it MOT here in Canada, DOT, takes their job too serious, you know? I know it's a serious job, you're worried about the safety of the drivers on the road, but at the same time, you also have to have respect for the truck drivers. Like, you can't just harass us for no reason. I have a feeling that today I'm gonna see my first snow of the season. I just passed some MOT signs saying that there is slushy, foggy conditions in the mountain pass on Coquihalla. I believe that's also known as Highway to Hell. There's a TV show about it. We're going over that highway today. Someone sent me a message the other day asking me, you know, have I ever been down the Coquihalla? They've never seen me go down the Coquihalla. You haven't been watching very long then, because I go down to Coquihalla all the time. Highway through hell. In wintertime, that's a very accurate representation. It gets very bad up there. And judging by the signs and the warnings, as soon as we get up in the mountains, I'm probably going to be running into some snow today. Guess we'll get to see if we remember how to handle this baby in snow, eh, Diesel? See if I can keep this thing on the road. This is a nice scenic little area. That is eastbound that we're staring at there. We got to go through the mountains. Came from the west. I know it's hard to tell right now, but still a lot of mountains that you can see from here, but the mountains get smaller and smaller as you go that way. And bigger as you go that way. I love coming out here through the mountains in summertime. I'm not really looking forward to that snow that they say is up there. I really hope that those signs are wrong. I really hope that it's melted maybe by the time we get there. I really don't want to have to deal with snow, but it's part of living up here in the Great White North. It's not just the Great North, it's the Great White North. Snow is coming to all parts, except for the lower mainland of BC. They never get snow. Lucky people. But I don't really envy them because there's so many people that's cram-packed into the Vancouver area that it's not even, it wouldn't even be fun to live there anymore because everybody's like stepping on each other all the time. They're all living on top of each other pretty much. I mean, there are more congested areas in the world if you go to like China. I know this, but for Canada and for myself, like, I'm a country boy. I just cannot imagine living in a city. Like Winnipeg to me is a major big city. It's only had like what, 700,000 people in the city? That's huge. That's way too many people. I live out in the country. There's like 10 people in my town. That's too many already. I can see my neighbors and I don't like that. One day, if I ever move and need a bigger house for whatever reason, say I have like 10 kids one day, you never know. I may bless the world with 10 more of me. If I need a bigger house, I'm gonna buy some property way out in the bush, further out than I am now even, further. And I'll build a house in there. And there.
2.7 kilometers. Then turn left on Flood Hope Road.
Really? Does your GPS do that too? I've been stopped here for 8 minutes now already. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, if I build the house, we will not have neighbors. I will be able to have a party in my backyard and not disturb anybody. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So I'm just between Enderby and Salmon Arm, I believe, on the 97 here. And it's a very scenic route, very twisty, windy road, right along the lake for a big, long part of it here. It's just if you've seen the scenery 100 times already, or, well, scenery never gets old for me, but if it gets dark, and you can't see the scenery anyways, it's very annoying going around all these twisty, windy little corners. It's one thing I like about the United States. I always say this. They got big highways. Even their 2-lane highways like this, they're just built wider, bigger, tougher, and straighter. In Canada, we can't be bothered to go build a tunnel or build the road straight. We always got to make it twisty and windy, and I'm not complaining because it's very scenic, but like I said, driving a truck through here really makes you appreciate the roads in the States when you're down there. But hey, it is what it is. Can't change it. It's Timmy time. Timmy time. Timmy time. Diesel. It's Timmy time at Timmy Hose, man. Timmy Hose. Who's Timmy? Who's the hose? Diesel, if you don't know who Timmy's is, you are no longer Canadian. Then again, you don't drink coffee. Can you sit? Oh, of course you can. Good boy. We're gonna head on down the road now, okay? In Salmon Arm, the arm of the salmon. Salmon Arm, British Columbia. It's my regular stop. If you've been following my vlogs long enough, you know that this is where we always stop. Put her in gear, release the brakes, and we'll get back on the road. We still have another 5 hours or so. Let's see. 5 hours to go. Alright, let's make the most of it. Of course, as soon as I want to start rolling, that's when like the parade comes through town. Parade of people. You guys have that problem too? Whenever you want to move, there's no traffic whatsoever while you're sitting there doing your stuff. You put it in gear, and you start rolling, and then suddenly everything's just busy, busy, busy. Cars everywhere, and you can't move. Every time. Every time. Okay, here we go. Let's get back on the highway. Our big and mighty Trans-Canada Highway right here. Be very careful to stay on the road or you'll fall off and die, as we don't believe in guardrails around here. Nope. Oh, you got like a 500-foot drop to your death around many corners in the mountains here. Oh yeah, just make sure you keep her on the road, you'll be fine. Don't fall asleep now. Don't do that, you'll die. Well, I've run into a bit of a predicament here. I'll show you out my window. Standstill, highway's closed here. Just past Golden. I don't know what's going on, but I've only got an hour and 36 minutes left on my clock till I have to pull over and park. So So I'm hoping this clears up pretty quick. I wanted to get to Canmore, Alberta yet, and I don't think that's gonna happen now. I would like to turn around and go back to Golden if I could, but I don't think this road is wide enough. I don't know what's going on. It's very frustrating. Well, they came down the line of trucks there and they told us that the road's gonna be closed until 6 a.m. at the earliest. Or it'll be opened again at 6 a.m. at the earliest. It could be closed until noon. I don't know what they're doing, but a lot of those drivers are choosing to sleep right there on the road. I was at a wide enough section of the road that I could get turned around. I had another guy there helping me out with traffic and whatnot. I'm going back to Golden, BC. I have an hour left, 57 minutes left now on my e-log. And I don't want to mess around with sitting out on the road. What if the traffic starts moving in the middle of the night? I can't move, my truck can't move. This is one of those things that I was worried about with e-logs, you know? This is exactly one of those things. Oh, Diesel, did you fart again? Come on, man. Oh, that was a good one. I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. Oh. Window over there. Woo! Good boy. That's my boy. Man, do something, you do it right. Anyways, yeah, we're going back to Golden. I'll talk to you there. I'm at the Kicking Horse rest area. Made it back here with 36 minutes to spare. So we're gonna be hanging out here until they open the highway over there. A couple of drivers that came back through here that were at the front of the line said that there was a huge rock slide and a big piece of construction equipment got buried. We don't know if anyone was hurt or not, but that's just what we heard right now. That's all we know. So they were working on the road, there was a rock slide, and something big got buried. So hopefully there's no one in that piece of equipment. We saw a couple of railway vehicles going past on the highway pretty quick, so I'm guessing that the railway might be blocked too. You know, there's always something in BC. It's always something. If it's not an avalanche, it's a rock slide, or someone went off the road, or someone got stuck up the hill when they should have been chained and they weren't. It's always something. And since this is such a narrow 2-lane highway, like I said, it's so frustrating going through Canada. And this is why the States has so much better systems of roads. Because in Canada, we got these little 2-lane roads, and as soon as something like this happens, the whole road is closed down. East to west, this is the only way to get through Canada. There's only one road. Unless you want to go all the way up through Edmonton or all the way down on the Crow's Nest Pass. I mean, but the one main federal highway, it's like our interstate. 2-lane. So obviously, as you can see, it's frustrating. And it's also frustrating that I got like a hair in my eye or something just now. Oh, just as I was talking to you. But I want to show you one thing as we end the vlog. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. Remember how I say Canadians don't know how to park? Now, I'm not saying all Canadians, because I know how to park. And I know there's other Canadians out there like me that take pride in how they park in the lines. I want to show you this rest area that I'm in right now. It's almost funny. You'll probably find it funny because you don't got to deal with it. Oh man, it's really dark. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see this. You see the lines here that are painted? The lines at the rest area? The beautiful lines that tell us where to park? Well, can you see where everyone is parked? And they're all over there like that. Let's see if I can show you. I hope it'll show up. It's pretty dark. Ah, it's too dark. Shoot. They're parked lengthwise across the parking spots. And then I pulled into a parking spot like right over there. And then this guy over here pulled in and parked in front of all the spots so we can't get out. And blocked it there. And all those guys are parked like lengthwise across. Like, why? Why do people do? There's lines. Do you understand my frustration now? Do you understand what I mean when I say people in Canada don't know how to park? Usually it's not Canadians parking like that either. Usually it's, what do you say? Canadians that are newer to Canada that haven't quite learned the culture of parking in your parking spots. I'm just all observing. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just observing. Usually when they park like that, they don't speak English because they just got here, and we still need to educate them that in this part of the world we park in the lines. I don't know how you park where you come from, but I've seen some of that stuff on TV, and let me tell you, I don't want to drive out there. Now that I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail, I'm going to end on that note. We'll see you tomorrow anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time. If you liked the vlog, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't like the vlog, hit that subscribe button. If you want to hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow.